Good morning, everybody. This is Tyler's Talking Sports. If this is your first time tuning in, we're so glad to have you here. My name is Tyler Hess. On the other side of the mic, my brother from another mother, Tyler Castle. You'll meet him in a few minutes, and I think you'll like him. If this is your first time tuning in, you got to know what you're listening to. Here at Tyler's Talking Sports, we cover college football, we cover college basketball, we cover college baseball. You name it in the college world, we're talking about it. From breaking news to big games to new coaching hires to kids entering the transfer portal, we cover it all. So, if you love what you're listening to and you love this episode, be sure to find us on all major podcasting platforms. Find us on social media. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. Be sure to give us a follow and a like there. We're also on YouTube and TikTok, but on YouTube, be sure to give us a subscribe, because when you do, that allows you to get exclusive content that nobody else gets that's not subscribed to us. When you subscribe to us on YouTube, you get exclusive access to our 10-minute episodes that we drop weekly throughout the week. Plus, our 2 episodes we drop every Monday and Thursday at 6 a.m. You're not going to want to miss any of the content we have, and we appreciate you guys being here, and we hope you enjoy the episode.
This episode is brought to you by Next Level Fitness Club in Lebanon, Virginia. 1806 East Main Street, Lebanon, Virginia, 24266. They are a 24/7 gym facility, 24/7 tanning. They also offer certified personal training and certified functional fitness classes to fit all needs. If you're in the market for a gym membership, this is a great place to hit up. Hit up Ethan, Tyler, or Jordan at any of their numbers, and check out their website at www.nextlevelfitnessclub276.com.
This episode is brought to you by Little's Lawn Care. Little's Lawn Care is the all-you-need lawn care people. You need your yard mowed, you need your leaves blowed out of your yard, you need your gutters cleaned out, contact Little's Lawn Care at 276-698-5104. Again, that number is 276-698-5104. You can text them and you can call him. His name is Brandon Little. He's an incredible person, and be sure you let him know that Tyler sent you.
If you are looking to replace a vehicle for a newer or more reliable vehicle, there is no better person to see than Brian Long at Wallace Imports of Bristol, Tennessee. He puts his customers first and really cares about helping achieve your dreams of a new car. Wallace Import has 3 new car brands in VW, Kia, and Subaru, with over 200 pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for something specific, good chance he has it. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit, he will do everything he can to get you and your family in a newer, more reliable vehicle. Contact him at 540-355-9921 to schedule an appointment, or come see him at 320 Volunteer Parkway in Bristol, Tennessee. Let him know that Tyler's sent you. And we're live! Friday Night Lights to Saturday Kickoffs. This is Tyler's Talking Sports. If first time tuning in, on the other side of the mic, my brother from another mother, Tyler Hess, and myself, Tyler Castle, bringing you Tyler's Talking Sports. What a great weekend, Hess.
Yeah.
Awesome weekend. And what a great episode we got coming for our listeners today. Glad y'all are tuning in. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Hess, as always, how was your weekend?
But it was good, but it was busy. I was on the ball fields like my normal routine right now. But good weekend. Yesterday was incredibly hot for this late in September. Like, it was like 90 degrees on the ball field. But this morning, which is Sunday morning, we played early, so it was like 60-some, so it felt pretty good. But busy, nonstop pretty much. I feel like I've been nonstop for the last 14 days.
I feel you. I think that's just life sometimes.
Yeah.
And what's funny is Hess and I both said when we got back to the podcast, because y'all know we're taking a break during the summers. We announced that. If you haven't listened, go back and listen to some of the first episodes. I'm sure we'll tell you when we're going to take a break, but it's always right around in the summer, baseball season, travel ball, all that starts going. I'm very busy mowing, doing some other stuff. So that adds up. But it's funny, we said we want to slow down in the fall, and I feel like we've picked up. Me and you have.
Yeah.
But it's picked up in a good way. It's
yes.
picked up for the pod.
Well, that's the thing. Like, normally we know it's our personal lives kind of slow down, and then we got time for the pod. But now we've got more stuff going on with the podcast and stuff we're going to, and it's adding to it.
I love it, though.
Yeah.
I love it. Love every second of it. I had a good weekend. Thank you for asking. Pretty solid.
What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, thank you for asking. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And I was just trying to throw a plug out there just so I can say what I did this weekend. What did I do? I worked on a truck. Did a little ceramic coating.
Oh, nice.
And went to a car show.
Oh.
today, actually. Y'all know we record on Sunday, so yeah, we took our show nonstop. But man, let's talk about something going on right now on our socials, Hess. Why don't you tell the listeners that they are crushing?
Yeah, anybody who is new to Tyler's Talking Sports or maybe have heard about us and are just now kind of tuning in, guys, we are blowing up right now across pretty much all platforms. Facebook, we finally made it over 1,500 followers. I think we started out this season at what?
That was a huge milestone.
What we started at 1,200?
1,200, yep.
Now we're at over 1,500. I think we're at like 1,547 followers, maybe somewhere around there, give or take. TikTok, we started at 87 followers at the beginning of August, and now we're at 647. YouTube, we started at 53 subscribers. Yeah, forever, and now we're at 153, so we've gained over 100.
It's like 158.
Yeah, so we've gained over 100 there. We had our all-time greatest video period, no matter where we've posted it. It used to be the Michigan video. Got like 20,000 views. Well, we blew that out of the water with Toby Baker's interception. It is on our YouTube. Be sure y'all check that out. That was the TTS Play of the Week. It is up to 26.8K views, 105 likes on YouTube. It's by far our top video.
For us.
So incredible on YouTube, because usually we're averaging on shorts and stuff around 236 to 350-ish. So blew it out of the water. Prior to that, Mike Reese interview was our number one video. Mike.
Yeah.
You're now second. You're now second. That's what you get for throwing the football to Toby Baker.
Hey, that was the interception though. That wasn't him.
I know.
So that's we're just gonna have to get with him and talk to him about that when we see him next week.
Yeah.
So, let's get into that, man. Hess and I are on the sidelines now on Friday nights. Again, huge shout out to Lebanon High School Coach Norris letting us get on the sidelines. Really appreciate that guy letting us get over there.
Yes.
Hopefully he had a good birthday. I saw his birthday was yesterday.
Yep.
So
big 3-0.
Coach Norris. Yeah. So. 30. Join the 30 club.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Knees popping, backs hurting. That's all I got to tell you.
Exactly.
But yeah, so crazy Friday. Hess and I were ecstatic. We didn't know what to do, really. At first. We kind of just snowballing, throwing it around, didn't know what we was going to do. Hess brought his book bag. We got some ideas coming into this coming week, which we'll go over that here in just a minute. But, Hess, what's your takeaways on being on the sidelines?
Well, one, I think I told you while we were there, it was kind of a moment there. It was like a flashback. It was the first time I've been on the sidelines for a varsity football game at Lebanon in that stadium. Well, probably since I graduated, since the state semifinal loss to Radford. Yeah, back in 2009. 2019.
I was about to say, no, 2010, bro.
Yeah, 2009. But that was pretty cool to be on the sidelines. Like you said at first, we were just kind of like, all right, we're here. What do we got to do?
Yep.
We sat there, we watched warm-ups, and then once we got the game going, perfect filming.
Hess and I got in a good rhythm, too. We figured out what works for me and him. So, in case y'all are wondering, Hess is taking the videos in 4K, and I'm the one posting the comments and the videos.
Yes.
So, it's a good tag team.
Didn't miss a touchdown either. That was
one touchdown.
From both sides. So that was, I don't know if that was luck or maybe we're just that good, but it was incredible.
We recorded every play is what it was.
Yeah, pretty much every play was.
To.
Yeah, and it was awesome to be there on the sidelines. Again, cannot thank Coach Norris and Lebanon High School for allowing us to be there. We're already looking forward to the homecoming game against Richlands.
Yes.
But the atmosphere to start that game off, Roy Retreat coming in off a really close loss to the East Side. We expected a close game, and we had that for a little bit. But Lebanon ended up pulling it out. Final score there was 64-26. The
Defense took up in that second quarter, and Hess and I did a halftime live, and that was one of the big things we was talking about. The defense, if they can get some stops and slow down Roll Retreat. Mm-hmm. Roll Retreat was moving the ball around a lot on the offense.
Yes, they were.
You didn't know if his QB was keeping it. You didn't know if he's handing it off to the wide receiver in the slot. A lot of motion.
A lot of motion. Offense. Yes.
Very tough to defend, in my opinion, especially in high school.
Oh, it's hard.
Those reads.
Heck, it was hard to film.
I tell you who picked up those reads pretty good was Lane Jesse. I'll tell you, he linebacker position blowing that spot up.
Yeah, him, Wesley Alexander, Braden Hill, a bunch of the defense. They stepped up. I mean, that second quarter, what was it? It was 26-28 Lebanon. Was that right? Did they get 26?
It was close. Yeah. I have to go back and look. It was it might have been 36-26.
I'm just saying to the point to where they scored 26 when Roy Treat had 26.
It was 36-26 going into half, I believe. I think Lebanon took a 10-point lead.
So once Roy Treat hit 26, that's it.
That was it. They didn't score none in the second half.
They didn't score any in the second quarter. They scored once.
Coach Stutes shutting them down there, too.
Yeah.
Making those halftime adjustments. I give him a shout out.
I want to say something. Again, guys, back in the Stone Ages when I played football, like my helmet, you got a concussion putting that thing on. Like, just let's go back to that. But the tablets on the sidelines and being able to see. Wow. I mean, I'm sorry I haven't been at a football game or maybe paid enough attention to that, but incredible. That is really cool to be able to see that play and then be able to pick it right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, that offense though, the defense stepped up for Lebanon, which was really good to see. That's one thing we are all kind of hesitant about here in Lebanon was that defense. Can they make the stops? And they finally did that. But that offense is it's clicking on all cylinders. And
the offense is it's not just a three-headed machine either. I mean, you got other weapons.
Oh yeah, it's all over the place. And
Mike, all over.
Mike does good distributing the
Mike's
football.
Going through his reads and looking around. Yeah, so
yeah.
It's impressive to watch, guys. Again, if you haven't been there, if you want to see somebody that can sling the ball, you need to go watch Mr. Reese.
But I also want to say, if you want to watch one of my personal opinions, one of the best athletes in Southwest Virginia, Chaz Penwright, junior quarterback and safety for Roy Retreat. That kid's all over the field. He's all over the field. He's electric. He's fast. He's there for. I mean, he's over there trying to throw passes, run the football, and then he's on defense, and you see him laying the boom. Like he's not just your average quarterback out there playing safety. He's out there to lay the hit to somebody, and there was a couple times he laid a hit. And I can't remember the name for the running back, number 33 for Roy Retreat. That boy could run the football.
Excellent. Yes. Excellent players there. I like the offensive team Roy Retreat had. That team could be that's a tough team to defend moving forward. I know they fall to 2-2 now. Tough loss to Eastside, and then they come into Lebanon and get walked in the second half. This really was the second half beat down by Lebanon, so I was very happy to see that defense step up. That was nice to see.
Yeah.
So very pleased with that, filling those gaps, making those correct adjustments. It was nice to see. Got some tough opponents coming into town this coming week. But before we get into that, we want to go over a couple stats here.
Yeah, on offense for Lebanon, we didn't get the Roy Treat stats, but we do have Lebanon stats. A shout out, Matt Dye. And
I appreciate it.
And
did you send him your email?
Got the email sent out to him, so we're in that.
We're good now, guys. We got the stats now.
But
also, too, another thing, we want to try to remember to get the numbers of every player. So that way we can, when we do our posts and everything on Facebook, we'll have the correct names.
So also we'll make sure we get everybody.
Incorporate that this coming week. So we didn't have that, guys. That's our fault. But
might get Coach Norris, somebody to send us the roster.
Yeah, we just need a roster lineup if somebody's listening to this and wants to send it to us, or we'll reach out to Coach Norris before the game and see if he can send us the roster. So that way we'll have that and we know who's who.
But for passing yards in the game, Mike Reese, to cap off his 20 for 20 game, he went 21 for 29 for 333 yards, 5 touchdowns, going over 1,000 yards in 4 games to join other Russell County quarterback Parker Lowe, who also went over 1,000 yards passing in their victory over Holston. So congratulations to both those quarterbacks. But Mike doing big things. I think he's at he was at 930.
The state, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's still leading the state. I'd say Parker Lowe's right there behind him. So you got 2 quarterbacks here in Southwest Virginia just balling out, so that's really good to see. As far as on the rushing side of the ball, you had Lane Jesse with 7 rushes, 116 yards, 2 tutties. Mike Reese.
Those are back there.
Mike Reese said, my number's 10. That's all I'm carrying it is 10 times. He had 82 yards for 1 touchdown. And then Toby Baker. Looks like he had 1 carry for 54 yards.
Baker's fast, man.
Yeah, he's fast, man. He
turned on them wheels. He's fast.
And
got that coverage play too on quarterback there.
He gets that high step, and man, he's gone.
It's quick, man. We got some videos out there on Facebook. You'll have to go.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
And then them wheels moving.
Then on the receiving side of it, Toby Baker mentioned here again, 12 receptions, 259 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns.
4 tutties.
So he finished with. Did he get a touchdown rush? Did I say he had? No, he did not have a touchdown. So he had 4 tutties, and then Brennan Hess, 4 receptions, 26 yards. Lane Jesse, 1 reception, 23 yards. I want to say last week or a game against Marion, he had 137 yards receiving, had 37 yards rushing. Well, this game, he said, "Hey, I'm going back. I'm going to run the football," and that's what he did. But he had 1 reception, 23 yards. Several plays there. They were several times Lane Jesse missed the ball by inches. It was just slightly overthrown, or may just hit him.
I'd like to know how many. Do you have the defense stats too?
I don't have no defensive stats right now.
Okay, I was going to ask if you could pull up how many tackles he had.
Oh, he had a ton. He had a ton. His
name was getting called every time.
He had at least 12. But Lane J.C. had 1 reception for 23 yards, and then Luke Garrett, 2 receptions for 19 yards. But I will say Luke was doing a lot of downfield blocking in that game. He was in on every play, giving Toby.
Guys, it's a machine.
The
offense is a machine.
It absolutely
is. It's very beautiful to see. So if y'all aren't doing anything this coming Friday, what day is that, Hess? The 26th? Is that right?
Something like that.
Yeah, 26th. So this Friday, 26th at 7 p.m., Lebanon does take on Richlands for homecoming. So make sure y'all get out to Harry Stewart Field if you're in the area, or if you're local to this area and want to watch some good football. I'm telling you, this team is very exciting to watch. As we talked to some fans after the game, they said Lebanon hasn't had an offense like this in years, and I told the person never.
Yeah.
I haven't seen an offense this good at Lebanon ever.
Yeah, so. And Richlands, they are coming off a big win against Abingdon. I did find some insight. Yes. Saturday, when my son was playing travel ball, the umpire recognized me from our TikToks and stuff. Apparently, he was a junior at Abingdon. We want to give some prayers and hope that the quarterback here, but apparently he got hurt. It was going into half, and he ran a scramble for Abingdon, ran downfield, had a chance to step out of bounds, but I like this mentality. He decided to take it back and go truck somebody, and when he did, he ended up breaking his collarbone. He's going to have a pin put in, so he's probably done for the season. Abingdon also lost a wide receiver with a knee injury. They're saying he's probably done for the season. So that may have incorporated a little bit for why Richlands won that game.
Sounds like Richlands improved, though.
But Richlands has improved. But I will say once that injury did happen, apparently that's when the wheels kind of came off with Abingdon a little bit. But Richlands has been playing better football the last 2 or 3 weeks than how they started out the season. So it could be a very good game. It is homecoming. And we all know, especially as Lebanon fans, when it is homecoming, the fans show out because you don't only have just your normal fans. The grandparents are coming, the cousins, and all that. It's everybody's there for the homecoming.
I'll be there early.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to do a pregame live again.
Yep.
Give you our score predictions, what we want to see from that, Friday's game. We'll go into all that. And we're gonna bring a tripod with us this time, so we can set up and do at our halftime live. You can see both of us on the screen. That was interesting, but people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. We had a good time. We
are looking forward to it. We are going to just continue this high school football stuff. We love getting the kids out there all over our socials.
Recognition.
It's also on Twitter, guys. If you've got Twitter, the videos are out there on Twitter. So be sure you check that out. But after Friday Night Lights, we did have some college football on Saturday, and we had some really good games. I told Castle Friday night, I said I think we even mentioned it in the live, the way the college football slate was shaping up, it was one of those where, not really some big games, but we knew it was going to have some chaos and going to be some great football played, and it did disappoint. First game, we'll go on the first game at Castle.
We had Missouri facing South Carolina. This game was South Carolina. South Carolina. This game was at Missouri. Tough place to play. I don't know what it is about that, but it is. Even though it's like half a stadium right now, right?
Yeah,
the rocks and everything.
Their construction on that end zone.
Always a tough place to play, in my opinion. Missouri escapes the upset, in my opinion, 29-20. Lenore Sellers did look much improved in this game. I will say this is probably his best game he's played. It looked like he turned it on in the second quarter. He did go 18 for 28, 2 touchdowns, 302 yards. But Hess, I want you to look at that next stat there on South Carolina. Adaway the third, big running back for South Carolina, had a big day on yesterday. Huge day. I mean, just, tons of yards. He finished the game with 3 carries and 7 yards. That was the leading rusher.
That's why they lost.
That is why they lost.
That right there. That stat alone. I don't even need to know the score. You show me that stat, I'm telling you they lost.
I'm just going to say it right now. South Carolina was way overhyped. I think Lenore Sellers was a little overhyped coming into the season.
He is the projected number 1 quarterback in the NFL draft.
I can see why, size-wise and everything. I see why. The talent's there. I mean, he had 302 yards, 18-28. He looked good.
Yeah.
I texted you and said in the second quarter, I said, Sellers heard me because I said South Carolina sucks right now.
Yeah.
So he heard me. And after that, the next 5 minutes, I mean, he turned it on.
He did.
So it's there. Sad thing is with South Carolina, I just don't think they have much outside of that.
Right.
You did have Jacobs for them, had 7 receptions, 1 touchdown, 128 yards receiving. But let's just be honest, the offense works around Sellers. If Sellers is out, look what Vandy did to him. So, yeah. South Carolina, I'm off the hype.
Yeah, I guess
looking at a 6-6.
Giving the Hokie fans hope.
Yeah, I don't know about that, guys. I don't know if old Shane's going to creep up north or not back to his dad's stomping grounds. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But Pribula, is that how you say his last name?
Prabula,
Prabula, Plubla, something.
Yeah.
Duba.
Yeah.
171 yards, passing 60 and 27, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Little off in my opinion. I don't know if you've watched this game any, Hess, but he was just kind of inconsistent.
He was, but I'm also very impressed with him. And he's the backup for Drew.
Too.
He was the backup at Penn State last year for Drew Lard when he came in when Drew got hurt.
I think it's Pribula.
He can really run the football. He's very good with running the football. He's good outside the pocket. And, I mean, his stats not here, but I think he finished like 80-some yards rushing as well. So,
yeah.
We know South Carolina's got a great front four. We talked about that earlier in the season. So, that defense is going to give him fits. 16 for 27. What? That's only 11 incompletions. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That 1 interception was just a fluke kind of thing. I thought he played very well, especially with.
It's inconsistent. That's my opinion.
I will go out and say he's probably top 3 in the SEC as far as quarterbacks.
That's a bold take there, brother.
I like
that's bold.
I like the fact he can throw the football, but he can also run it.
For Drinkowitz, my gosh.
Yeah. Stands on business down there.
Yeah, he stands on business, all right. I mean, right now, South Carolina or Missouri's what? I don't know what the new rankings. I knew the new rankings came out today.
Yeah, we got the AP poll down here.
22nd or 23rd. We'll get into that at the end.
But the big thing here, though, is Hardy, running back for them. This is 4 straight games with over 100 yards, 22 carries, 1 touchdown, 138 yards for him.
I'll say he's one of the best running backs in the SEC. I'll say that.
I think he's the best running back in the SEC.
I think he's the best. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Because, I mean, he's good around the edge, but then he looks to just run over people. There was 1 carry there. I think you and Brian Long, I know Brian mentioned it in our little group thing we have going. He ran over like 3 players. It looked like Marshawn Lynch out there. He ran over 3 players, stiff arm one down.
Where he went on the left
side.
Yeah. I watched that. Yeah.
I mean,
that was insane.
He's a monster.
He broke like 3 tackles. Yeah.
This Missouri team, the only thing with them is just tighten up a little bit more on defense, but nervous about playing them. If you have to play them,
I don't want to play Missouri.
They're
luckily Tennessee don't have to. So,
which is kind of mind blowing.
I'm not biased.
Kind of mind blowing for me though with Missouri because they lost Brady Cook, they lost Luther Burden. That
lost
team,
the big running back.
Yeah, lost the big running back, and then they just re-up, man, and just came in, hit the transfer portal right, especially getting a quarterback that fits their system. They are hitting on all cylinders. So the backup running back almost had 100. That would have been 4 straight games with both running backs over 100. So they're just doing everything there in Missouri. Great little team, dangerous sleeper in the SEC.
Years.
Yeah, Drinkwitz is doing very good.
I'd say big sleeper in SEC.
Yeah. Another big game we had a big game here. M versus N. Michigan versus Nebraska. The Cornhuskers. And Michigan did have Shereen Moore, a quarterback. He was out with a suspension, so they had can't remember what the dude was, but I really loved his post-game interview where he said he was going to go home, he was going to drink some stuff and do something else, and then probably end up in the hospital because he's so excited. Because Michigan ended up winning this game 30-27. Bryce Underwood, very lackluster performance by him. 105 yards, 12 for 22, no touchdowns. Big shout out there to the Nebraska defense.
Yeah.
Michigan came back here. They finished that game with 3 touchdowns in the final 5 minutes on huge rushing plays.
Nebraska does what Nebraska has been doing for the last 20-some years.
Yeah.
They are 20, I think it's, now consecutive 28 years. I think I'm saying this correct.
Yeah.
They have not beaten a ranked team.
Yeah. All right.
28 seasons. Not beating a ranked team.
Yeah. It's like they're right. I'm sorry. It's like they're right there on the cusp of it, man. Like
Hess just getting a little choked up about that guy. Yeah. 28 was Hess's high school number. I mean, that's just flashbacks.
Yeah, flashbacks, especially after this last weekend. But Dylan Raiola played well. He had a big Hail Mary right at halftime. Which
I'm sorry, did you say Raiola?
Yeah.
Is that not Patrick Mahomes too?
No.
Not Junior?
No.
You sure about that?
He's a Georgia transfer is what he is.
Yes, he is. Just think about that.
He committed and then decommitted.
Man, that's true. I remember that.
Yep.
Could have had Patrick Mahomes 2.0.
But Haynes, on Michigan's side, 4 straight games for him with over 110 yards rushing. He had 149 on 17 carries.
I'm just going to say this right now. Michigan's one-dimensional on offense until Underwood can figure it out.
Yeah.
They're all run. And the same Michigan as last year.
Yes. Very much so. Defense.
Hopefully, Michigan fans don't come at me after that. That's the truth.
Defense,
he still won, which is good, but defense is good.
It's not as dominant as it was last year, though.
but it's good.
It's decent. It's decent.
Not elite.
Wink Martindale could do better. But very good game. This was an electric game. Nebraska's got some big games coming up, but nothing hurt. That's the first loss of the season for Nebraska. Be okay.
28 unranked. Or 28 ranked.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They're close. They're close.
Yeah, they're there. They've been there. We was high on Nebraska last year.
Yeah. And then they got the crap kicked out of them by somebody. I can't remember who it was. We circled them.
They were ranked.
Yeah.
They got in the rankings, and we was very high on them, and then I think it's like Penn State or somebody.
Yeah, it was somebody like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Next big game here, big SEC matchup. Auburn versus Oklahoma.
Great game.
Yeah, what did you think about it though overall?
I thought I'm gonna say this at the end of the game. There was a missed flag that should have been thrown for Auburn. Looked like the cornerback should have been PI on the quarterback. He was grabbing the wide receiver when he's going to catch that ball. Clear as day on the replay. I don't know why in the world PI wasn't called. So we might have had an overtime game if Auburn would have scored a touchdown right there.
If you go back right before halftime, the big controversial play, the SEC came out today and said they shouldn't have been a touchdown. Oklahoma took their wide receiver, ran him like he was going to go out of bounds to be substituted out, and then he stopped. And then they snapped the football, and he ran down the sideline. Nobody was on him. They threw the ball wide open. That is unsportsmanlike conduct. That is manipulation of the substitution rule. That should have been a 15-yard penalty and no touchdown. But they didn't make that call. Honestly, as far as on a coaching standpoint, that was absolutely the most genius thing I've ever seen because he literally broke the huddle. The coaches are motioning for him to come over. He gets right to the sideline, and then he stops and kind of slows up like he's walking off. And then as soon as they snapped it, he bolted down the sideline wide open and called it.
Interesting.
But the SEC did come out this morning and make a statement that said that should have not been a touchdown. So technically, there's a couple chances here based on bad calls. Auburn should have won this game.
Here's the way I look at it: you can't blame it on a couple calls. You just got to beat them.
But I want to say this because I have ragged on this guy for at least the last 2 years. Jackson Arnold, way to actually throw the football. I think this is the first time I think we've covered an Auburn game where he hasn't been the leading rusher with like 100 yards passing.
Let me give you all the score real quick before we get into that. Oklahoma did win this game 24-17. This game was in Norman.
Yes, it was in Norman.
Tough place to play. Very tough place to play.
Jackson Arnold coming back to Oklahoma.
Coming back, first time coming home. They asked Hugh Freeze about that, talk about with his quarterback and everything before the game. He said, this game doesn't have emotions or feelings. So once you get on the field, it's time to pad up and play football.
Yeah.
Excellent response. That's
I like
true.
that.
Yeah, Jackson Arnold did have a good game, 21-32, one tutty, 220 yards passing. I think he looked very poised on the field. All around, this Auburn team's much improved.
Yes.
Which I said that coming into the season, that I figured Auburn would be pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, in my opinion, this is your best quarterback in the SEC. I know you're going with, you said top three. So you might have Mateer as number one as well.
No.
Well, I do. 271 yards passing, 24-36, one touchdown. Excellent game from him. He also led him in rushing with 29 yards. That's a problem.
Well, my best quarterback in SEC is Ty Sampson in Alabama.
Oh, that guy.
Then Joey Aguilar, and then
Joey A, baby. Joey football.
And then Missouri. And then I'll give Mateer here.
I got Mateer at number one. I think he's excellent.
I like the efficiency that I'm seeing out of Ty Sampson.
Very respectful kid, too, man.
Yes.
I don't know if you watched some of his interviews.
Yeah. Well, he has to be. I mean, with all the scrutiny with his Venmo and betting on games, I mean, we had to get that out of that.
Hey, that's behind him. That's in the rearview mirror. That was on mile marker 17 back there.
Okay? Oh, back there.
Let that go.
Okay, it's gone. I'm letting it go.
Man. Sategna the third led him in wide receiving. I'm struggling tonight. Wide receiver yards. Led him in receptions. 9 receptions, 127 yards, one tutty.
Yeah.
Hess, you do the next one. I'm done, man.
You done?
I can't talk. South Carolina and wide receiver. Yeah.
This right here was the big game. This is where they wanted game day to be. Fans did not want game day to be in Miami for the Florida game. And they wanted to be at Indiana, Illinois. And let me tell you guys, this game did not disappoint if you were an Indiana Hoosier fan. Final score of this
was a 3.5-point favorite.
They were a 3.5.
Hopefully, y'all took the over.
They were a 3.5-point favorite. They were ranked 17th coming into this game versus 9th ranked Illinois.
Yeah,
and the final score of this one was 63-10.
Yeah, this was this game was trash after the first quarter. honestly. I think
Yeah.
Indiana was up 21-0.
Yeah, it was.
And I said, okay, Illinois' got a chance here, maybe. If they can score some points. No, never happened.
Well, they scored that first touchdown. I think it made like 21-7. And then
Something like that.
Indiana got the ball back, and they had them on a 3rd and 15. And they called
it. Was like 42-10 at one point.
Yeah, in my opinion, on that one play, though, when it was like 21-7, it was like 3rd and 15. Indiana had the ball. They throw it. They called, in my opinion, it was a very piss-poor targeting call. Because I don't like when I see a defender or a offensive player start to, like, lower themselves. Because if you're a defensive player and you're going to make a tackle, you're looking for this shoulder side area here. And my head's up. But when I lower my head, it's right there in the tackle spot. But his
armpit?
Yeah, right there, man. Put it right
your
there.
upper lat.
Right here. Right
there. Hit that flat. Right there, man.
There. But
come in. Hopefully that clips that. Just me and you holding our hands.
Yeah. but to me,
YMCA over here.
But to me, it looked like the defender hit him with his shoulder first. But he did make contact with the helmet. They ejected him. It was the best DB on Illinois' team. Once he went out, it was over at that point. Illinois had nothing left on defense.
This wasn't a game at all. I put this one in the small multi-view, and then once it got to like 42-10, I was like, that one's out. So I moved that one out and put a new one in.
Well, I'm going to have to say, Logan Brenner, we appreciate you reaching out to us.
Yes.
Sorry.
That was bad.
No, that was bad.
That was bad.
Indiana.
I was thinking it was going to be a kind of a close game. That's what I texted you. I said, what time's Indiana Illinois game? Because I wanted to know. And he's like, it's on right now, ABC.
NBC.
Because
Notre Dame was in that weather delay.
That's right. That huge, long weather delay. They dominated Purdue. Wasn't much of a game. I was very disappointed, honestly. Sketty. Indiana looks good.
I want to go out on a limb and say Mendoza, who was a transfer from Cal to Indiana, another transfer quarterback. You had Curtis Rourke there last year as a transfer to Indiana.
He can coach quarterbacks.
Spaghetti is really good with coaching the quarterbacks. And I wanted to ask you, do we look at Indiana in the Big Ten kind of like we're looking at Missouri? I mean, or
you can't rule them out.
Is Indiana better? Are they better this year than it was last year?
Yes,
playoff team last year. So playoffs possibly again?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. When they play Penn State, what, in the season? Ohio State?
Oh, yeah, they got them. I just don't know where it's at.
Yeah, give me their schedule.
Indiana.
In my opinion, that's like the only two. Michigan, if they play Michigan, that can give them a fit.
Let's see. They got Indiana on November 8th at Penn State. Penn State will be coming off the Ohio State game, so they got back-to-back games there. Let's see right here. Let me check this. Let me see who else Indiana. When do they got Ohio State? Indiana goes to Iowa next weekend, and then they go to Oregon. And then...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Oregon.
Yeah, they got Oregon, and then they got Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, and then they play Penn State. So they don't have Ohio State.
So Penn State and Oregon.
Yep, Penn State and Oregon. Yep.
So if you can squeak one of those...
Yeah.
Go into 11-1.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or at least if you lose those, I mean you can't. I don't think you can lose both because I think Oregon or Penn State or Ohio State, one of them might go undefeated. Honestly.
But you could see 4 teams out of the Big Ten make it.
And
they could be that. They could be that one.
Could be that fourth.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think they got to split.
Yeah.
So they got to win Oregon or win Penn State.
That's tough though.
If they lose both, one possession game.
Yeah, I mean it's tough though.
Maybe.
I mean they're going to Oregon and to Penn State with the 2 biggest
That's
games
tough.
of the year left.
I'm gonna put them as a sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't see them going into the Ducks and beating Oregon. I think Oregon's great.
Yeah.
This year, but we was high on Oregon last year. Look what happened. But,
yeah. But before we leave this weekend and talk about the AP poll for a minute, big shout out to the Hokies getting that first win of the season, 38-3 over Wofford. Looked a lot better. More team-oriented, played really good football. Shout out to Tennessee for beating UAB and whoever the dude was that stomped on the kicker for the balls.
Hey,
I hope
the coach was pissed about that.
Well,
he said he saw the video.
He did. Well, he probably did because he was filming it. Trent Dilfer was on the sideline with his cell phone just filming Neyland Stadium.
He was filming Neyland, man. That's a cool moment to take in as
a
head coach.
You're a head coach.
That's
and
cool
I don't give a
Whoa.
You're coaching college football, and you're acting like you're a fanboy. Get him out of there.
I loved it.
I hated it.
I loved it. That was a good moment.
So if Heupel, so right before kickoff, y'all are playing Alabama and Tuscaloosa, and Heupel's out there on his phone video and taking pictures. That's exactly. Exactly.
He's been there. This coach hadn't been there.
Trent Dilfer's been there. Trent Dilfer's won a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, but he hadn't been to Neyland probably.
Yes. Don't give me that.
I need to look that up.
Yeah.
Has he been to Neyland? He was taking it all in. Maybe he was doing a Snapchat story like, we're going to beat Tennessee today.
No.
I don't know.
You don't know? It was right before kickoff.
So before you go into it, my God, I mean, give the guy a little bit of slack, man. God, he can't help it that the media guy went straight to him when he pulled out a cell phone. I mean, got all eyes on you.
No. Before him, have you ever seen a head coach on the sideline at any school filming?
Here's the thing.
You know what?
I'm sure coaches have done it, but they didn't get caught by the camera.
You know what? I'm going to bring Coach Norris. When we interview Coach Norris again, I want to ask him when they go to a stadium, does he pull his cell phone out on video because it's just such a big moment?
Well, he's not like Michigan, okay? So, I mean, Coach, I thought the coach was taking it in. We don't know what he was sending.
Right before kickoff, why didn't he take it in when they're doing their walkthrough?
We don't know. We're assuming.
So if Heupel did it, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. If Heupel's just doing it right before the game, just taking in the moment. Tennessee wins their first playoff game. It's Heupel's first. All right, last year at Ohio State.
I'm not biased. Why do I care about Heupel?
Because he's your team. You're biased. Look at your background.
That's T for Tyler's Talking Sports.
It says Vols.
Oh, does it?
And they got a Vols clock, a Vols wood thing, and a Vols.
Tell that is back there. I'm a big Vols swimming fan. I like swimming a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hess. Would I be upset? Probably.
I just thought it was stupid.
I thought it was cool. Taking it all in.
You think it's cool because he's taking in your stadium.
Yeah. Because Neyland's a cool place to play.
It's old.
It's a cool place to play, though. One of the legendary stadiums.
It is. That's why, as a Georgia fan, that's why I love Rocky Top. It'll always be home sweet home. Home sweet home, baby.
I bet you do. You got to get that little punchline in there.
Yep. All right. AP, got the AP poll.
I want you. Hang on. I want you to make a poll on that. If you're a head coach and you took a video of the opponent's stadium
while on the sidelines,
in my opinion, I feel like that's the first time he's probably ever been down on the sidelines in Neyland. That's my opinion. And God only knows who he's sending or what he was sending.
You know what?
So
you know what? I go back. I
have no shame.
I go back. You're right. I go back.
If Heupel did that, I don't care.
Heupel,
don't affect me none.
That's why y'all can't win on the road because Heupel's just taking in a moment.
We were on the road already this year. Hess, we went to Atlanta and beat Syracuse.
How's Florida? That's neutral site. Neutral site.
Don't matter.
What about Florida?
Ain't beat them in 20 years in the Swamp.
Yep, you know why? Because the coach is just taking in a moment. Look at this stadium. Love hearing Tom Petty. This is cool. Oh, yeah, I got a game I got to coach.
Look, you want to tell me if you was coaching, you wouldn't take it in?
I would before the game starts, not 2 seconds before kickoff. It was 2 seconds
before the game started. It was still before the game.
There is 2 hours they're on the field just walking up and down. They come on to the field.
Maybe he needed to get a better shot. Maybe he videoed earlier and it was blurry. We don't know. Golly.
No.
Give the guy a break.
No, I'm not.
I can tell. You're on this.
Yeah, it looked terrible. It was a terrible look. Like, focus in on your team. No wonder they got the brakes beat off of them.
Hey, they covered.
Well, that's
39.5. Shout out to Adam for losing his free bet on DraftKings, I think it was.
Well,
no free shout out to DraftKings, but
shout out to Adam for trusting Tennessee's defense across the middle.
Yep. 56-24.
Oh,
and one stat there, since we got off topic there on the whole cell phone picturing of the video. I did want to give a shout out to Joey Football for leading college football in most consecutive games with 200 yards plus passing. Or let me get technical, FBS. There you go. That's all I want to say.
0-1 SEC. But to all the Vols fans at
guys, we'll have a position opening. Tyler, you want to sit here and talk to this bozo on the other side of the mic? Yeah, y'all can have my position.
To all the Vols fans that were sitting outside at Kickback Jacks watching the Vols game Saturday, when the guy who went by and said "Go Dogs," that was me.
That was you?
Yeah. And to the lady that told me to go to HE double hockey sticks, I love you.
Love you. Yeah.
But hey, we had an AP poll. Just came out.
In the pot.
Week 4. AP poll. Had some changes. Ohio State, still number 1. Miami jumps to number 2. Penn State, 3. LSU drops to 4. Georgia, sitting there idle at 5. Oregon staying at 6, Oklahoma up to 7, Florida State up to 8, Texas A&M moving way up to 9, Texas falls back to 10, Indiana moving way up 7 spots to 11, Texas Tech moving up to 12.
Very good. Nobody's talking about Texas Tech. Very good.
Ole Miss got a big game this week. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. They're up to 13th. Iowa State 14th. The Tennessee Vols 15th. Georgia Tech 16th. Alabama Roll Tide 17th. Finally below Tennessee, so Vols fans can stop talking about that. Probably, maybe the best defense in the state of Tennessee. Vanderbilt at 18. Michigan 19. Missouri, again, guys, sleeper, sitting at 20th. The number one offense in the country, USC, sitting at 21. Notre Dame, how they're still ranked, I don't know. If you beat Purdue, you're 1-2, and you beat Purdue in your 20s. I don't understand that. Illinois,
I'm just saying I understand it. I mean, they lost 2 very good teams by less than 10 points total, right?
Illinois hangs on and moves to 23rd. I don't know how that's possible. TCU joins the top 25 at 24, and BYU jumps in at 25.
Nice seeing them back in the top 25. That's been a minute.
Look out for them to be one of your power or G5 schools to make the playoff. Because right now they are the highest non-power 4 conference team that is ranked. So they would be in the playoff right now.
Interesting.
Yep, they would be the team. They would be the Boise State.
On this top 25 here, Hess. I mean, what are you in agreement with? What are you in disagreement with? Let me ask you. I'm sure we'll be in disagreement. So let me just ask you that.
I'm good with 1 through 5. I think Miami's defense is
even LSU at 4. Their defense is very good.
Nussmeier and offense, I mean, I know they were playing Southeast Louisiana this week, but the offense, you did what they wanted to see, what you wanted to see there. I like Georgia at 5. Oregon, you could probably take Georgia and Oregon and flip them. You might be able, maybe you could probably take 4, 5, and 6 and just move them around in different positions there. Those teams are very even from what I see, just eye test wise. Oklahoma, yeah, I like that, but still they're getting into the heart of their season. Florida State, you've really only beat Alabama. Not saying they're not a good team. They're playing 10 times better than they did last year, even against the teams that beat them last year. A&M,
Florida State's good.
I do too, but hey, they got a big game coming up in 2 weeks against Miami.
We'll see.
That's going to be interesting. Texas A&M playing good football. Still not that's probably the only team right now. To me, I would take them out of the top 10. I would take Texas out of the top 10. I would probably put Indiana 10.
And Texas Tech in top 10 probably.
And personally, I'd probably have the Vols at 9. I mean, a very close
flag, huh?
A very, very close game to Georgia. I mean, they did fall to 0-1 in the SEC, but that is okay.
How many times are you going to bring that up? That's twice already. And just twice in 6 minutes, Hess. Are you trying to test me tonight? Golly.
Vandy,
raise my blood pressure.
I think Vandy could be higher ranked, but I get based off their schedule and who they've been playing, I think that's a very good place for them.
Are you surprised? Let me ask this. Are you surprised Illinois stayed in the top 25?
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that.
But,
I mean, you just got the brake speed off of you.
But you did lose to another ranked team. And if you look at Alabama lost to an unranked Florida State, they didn't fall out. So, I mean, I get it. I'm starting to see the pollsters and how they're doing this. Georgia Tech, I think they're a little better in 16th.
Yeah, they're good.
Michigan, I don't know if they're top 20.
Georgia Tech, nobody talking about in ACC either.
Yeah, Haynes King's
everybody in the ACC's talking Florida State, Miami.
And Clemson.
Well, no, Clemson's out.
But people are talking about it.
Worst start since 2004. Let me say that.
Yep, worst start right before Dabo got there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, old Dabo. USC, yeah. We'll
Good
see
offense. They didn't play till 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah, gotta love the West Coast games.
Yeah, 11. I'm assuming they won because they moved up.
Yeah.
Spots, so.
Notre Dame. Okay, they're Notre Dame. They got to be ranked. But, meh.
I mean, their season's kind of a wash now.
I mean, all they've got left now is USC, Stanford. I don't think they got another ranked opponent. And Stanford's not ranked.
Maybe if they win the USC game, maybe they can make it in.
Yeah, but they got to hope for USC to just – but it was like Big
They need
ball.
USC to be like really good, and they beat them.
Big Balls podcaster Luke Jackson, he said, cannot wait for the end of the year when Notre Dame goes 10-0 the rest of the season, is 10-2, and makes the playoff with the first round bye. Yeah. But he meant that as a joke because it's just Notre Dame and they just make the playoff because they're not in
a conference.
Yep. Sorry, Mike. I love you, buddy. But
yeah, we've been hard on Notre Dame, but it's truth. They need to join the conference.
We are going to go ahead and cover Week 5 real quick here, guys, just because we struggled getting that second episode out just based off everything that's going on. So we do want to kind of cover this. Shout out Andrew Mays. Listens to every episode. So he's getting disappointed because we haven't been dropping 2 because he needs some stuff to listen to. But I wanted to help him and give him prepared for Saturday because he said he used that Thursday podcast to prepare for Saturday, who is also leading our college pick'em right now, may I add, and kind of walking the dog with us. But first game. And game day is
in 4th, ain't you?
I didn't even check it.
All I know is I think you're behind me. That's all I want to say. A couple picks below me.
So I'm a Vol in pick'em. And you're a dog.
Yeah.
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 But speaking of the dogs, big game. Big game. Game day said we ain't going there.
Roll Tide.
Not going there. Ooh, how'd that feel?
Roll Tide, baby.
I said it this weekend to one of my kids that was pitching and about threw up.
God, I think I did this gag a little bit.
Andrew sat beside me and goes, I bet that tasted bad, didn't it? I was like, yeah, kind of, but do anything for the kids.
Yeah.
But for the kids. Alabama traveling to Athens. Big game here. Alabama's kind of been Kirby's kryptonite of late. Again, Ty Simpson playing really good football, 64 for 89 on the season, 9 touchdowns, 862 yards. Stockton been playing pretty good football. His best game was probably against Tennessee. He has 721 yards, 63 for 89, 4 touchdowns. Nate Frazier leading Georgia in rushing yards out of the 5 backs that they do use. He has 39 carries for 189 yards. Alabama's starting to get that run game going with Riley. He's got 120 yards. Bernard is saying Ryan Williams who? He's leading them with 275 yards, 15 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Zach Branch, 11 receptions, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. Going into this game, though, Castle, we know the struggles that Kirby has had with Alabama. The games have been close most of the time. He's played them neutral site. He's played them in big games, playoff games, SEC championships.
Game's at Athens, right?
It is in Athens. There's rumors I've seen on the student section stuff with Georgia. It's going to be a blackout. Still not confirmed if Georgia's wearing black uniforms. Everybody's wanting them to, but not sure. Going into this game, we can give predictions here because I doubt we'll drop another episode. So if we want to go ahead and give predictions, what's your outlook on this game and who you going with?
Yeah, so Georgia looks good. In my opinion, they beat a tough Tennessee team. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Went to Neyland to win. I know Neyland's not hard to play at apparently, but
only for Georgia.
For Georgia. Yeah.
It's a tough place to play. Ask Alabama.
Yeah, it is. It is. But yeah, Alabama's 2-1. Big loss to Florida State early in the season. We still don't know how good Florida State is. And since that game, Alabama played a beat-up Wisconsin team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember who the other game was. It was Louisiana, maybe? Louisiana Tech, somebody small?
Yeah, somebody small.
Monroe.
Yeah, Louisiana Monroe.
Louisiana Monroe dominated them. I think they put up 70 on that game. So Simpson looks pretty good. He had 40 yards passing that game.
Very efficient.
Very solid. One of the best quarterbacks in the SEC. Just going to be tough. It's going to be tough to go into Georgia.
It's a 7:30 game. It's a night game.
Yeah, it's a night game in Georgia, in Athens. Dogs' defense looks better, in my opinion, than Alabama right now. Offensive line, I think, is better on Alabama. I said that at the beginning of the season. I do think they have a really good offensive line. We'll see. If Alabama can somehow manage to get 5-6 yards a carry, somewhere around there, I think they have a chance. I'll say that because that'll open up the passing game for Simpson. About said Sampson. So I don't know his name. Sampson don't matter. I think he throws for 220. I'm going to say that, around 220 this game, somewhere around there. And Riley's got to get the ball moving on the ground. So that's one thing we got to see pick up with Alabama. If they can establish the run game, like I said, 5-6 yards carry, get those extra yards, get the ball moving, easy, manageable third downs, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, somewhere around there. I think they'll be all right. I think they'll hang. I'll say that. But I do see Georgia pulling away with this one in the 4th. I think it's a nail biter through 3, and I think Georgia pulls away in the 4th. So I'm gonna give Georgia the edge. I think it's going to be low to moderate scoring game, 35-28.
I like that. Looking at this game, I like that you brought that up about the yards per carry because there's only been one
Yep.
school that Georgia's played in the Kirby Smart era that's averaging over 3 yards per carry against him, and that is the Tennessee Vols. There's no other school averaging more than 3 yards per carry playing against Georgia. I don't know if I see Alabama doing that with this run game. I personally, maybe it is a biased opinion. I mean, Alabama's probably the best opponent they played is Florida State. Excuse me. I think Georgia's defense is better than Florida State. A little bit faster, but I mean, Florida State's great. Don't get me wrong. But I think the defensive line for Georgia is a little bit better. That's where the game's going to be won. It's going to be that offensive line versus defensive line. Stockton, he knows how to play in the big moment. I'm not worried about that aspect of it. I think the X factor, which I think he's been that all season for Georgia, is Branch. If he can get in open space and just make the plays, I think Georgia will be okay.
He came from USC, right?
Yeah, he transferred. Him and his brother transferred from USC.
Branch, yeah.
Yep. It's a big game for Alabama. I think this game is bigger for Alabama than it is Georgia because Alabama loses this game, then they got LSU, and then they got Vandy, then LSU.
Tough.
It's a tough stretch coming up here for Alabama. Night game in Athens. They've only lost one game at home since Kirby's been there. I think they're like 53-1, something like that. It's ridiculous. And I think Tennessee was the one that gave them the Hail Mary game. So
2016.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. I do agree with you. I think this is a tight game. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring. I'm going to go with the Georgia Bulldogs 24, Alabama 17.
24-17. So we're giving the Dogs a touchdown.
Yeah.
Both of us giving a touchdown. So I'm going to, a little bit higher scoring. Almost wonder if this game could be like a 45-42 type game, honestly.
But I do worry if Georgia has a tough time with both Bernard and Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams torched him last year. And Alabama.
If Alabama can do what Tennessee did to y'all's cornerbacks, y'all are hurting.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see kind of what happens.
That all comes off the run game. So, got to win the battle up front.
That's the big thing I think Georgia's got on Alabama this year. For the first time in probably many years, I think Georgia's got more depth on the skill position side of the football than Alabama does this year. And I think that's where coming in.
Got the most depth out of anybody still.
You could argue that, yeah. But I think the 5 running backs, I mean, Frazier could be the one that goes off for 100, but they got like 3 more. Another player to watch for Georgia that can make a big play, Dylan Bell. I look for him to do some big things for that offense. I think that'll be a good game. Next big game, this is where game day is going to be at. This game is also at 7:30.
Yeah.
Number 6, Oregon Ducks travel to a wideout. Thank you, Penn State, for playing this at night. This is going to be a big game. Drew Allar, Allen, Deontay Moore for Oregon, absolutely torching it right now. Great transfer pickup. He came from UCLA, didn't he?
UCLA, correct, yes.
Yeah, man.
5-star recruit.
Man.
Yeah. This shows what coaches can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just that right there. Because when he was at UCLA, we was all down on him. I remember. He was like, he's mid-tier. Goes to Oregon, looks like a whole new player. Bo Nix. Look at Bo Nix.
Well, I think
didn't do much at Auburn. Went to Oregon, boom.
I think that's that Oregon offense. I mean, let's go back through the years. Let's go
Offensive
back.
Scheme, coach.
Dennis Dixon, Marcus Mariota, Bo Nix. I mean, Dylan Gabriel coming from Oklahoma. Yeah. I mean, every year they get it. I mean, Bo Nix out of Auburn, Dylan Gabriel out of Oklahoma.
They can coach a quarterback.
Moore out of UCLA. I mean, this will be
he's done good with Oregon. I'll give him that. It's going to be a game.
Yeah. I think
I do think, I'll go ahead and say this. I mean, both teams rolling in here undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wideout at Penn State. Good luck. Good luck. I think Penn State's defense is a little bit better. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. And I like Drew Allar. He's established. I think he's a good quarterback. I'm going to go Penn State on this one.
I will say, too, neither one of these teams have really played anybody.
No, that's true.
Penn State, to me, the teams they've played, I feel like they should have beat them by more. Oregon has done exactly what I expected in all their – but there were times, though, it was like you didn't see Penn State put up the numbers for the fourth quarter. Oregon has been
Penn State coming off are they coming off a bye? All right.
Yeah, they didn't play.
Yeah. Okay, so they're rested, too.
No, rested. Oregon's coming off a bye. Penn State played this weekend.
Okay, Oregon's coming off a bye.
Because they've only played 4 games. But
gotcha.
I think it's pretty impressive that Moore's also.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Coming off a bye. That's a big deal.
I think it's impressive that Moore's leading Oregon with 962 yards passing, but he's also leading them in receiving yards with 207. This kid's so fast, he throws it down the field and then catches it himself.
I think it's a different Moore.
It is. I think it's Dylan Moore. So that's pretty cool. A Moore-to-Moore connection.
I was being sarcastic, Cass, in case you can't tell. Okay?
Yeah, I know. I picked up on it.
Pick up on it.
I did.
God.
I'm going to say I'm going to take Oregon in this one, and I think Penn State is going to miss having Tyler Warren.
Yeah, Tyler Warren was a huge. If you have a big tight end, that's a big deal.
I just think Oregon's just a little bit faster, and I know Penn State was my national championship pick, and I'm not taking that out of there. I just think Oregon's clicking right now offensively, and I've seen Penn State kind of be slow getting it, and you cannot do that against Oregon. They're very high paced. I'm
going to take Penn State. I'm Penn State by 3. I'm going to say that. Penn State by 3.
Oregon by 10.
Score, but
Oregon by 10.
Okay.
Oregon by 10. Give me the Ducks.
Should be a moderately high scoring game, in my opinion.
I think it will be. I think we're looking at like a 40 in the 40s both sides. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
And one more thing there, just the big takeaways there. Both these quarterbacks have 1 interception. Moore's got 11 TDs. Alar's got 4.
Moore's got to be up there in leading yards in the league right
he's up there.
62 already.
The big thing with Penn State is they're going to have to continue on that run game with Allen.
Look that up.
Keep that run game going with Allen and control the tempo, because we know how Oregon's a lot like Tennessee. They love that fast-paced offense. But Penn State can dominate on the run side. I think this game could easily be flip-flopped to go Penn State by 10.
Oh, I should have guessed this. Okay. Yeah. Sawyer Robinson from Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's over 1,000.
13-20 already.
Yeah. He throws 70 times a game.
I figured he'd be up there pretty high. He's top 20. Nope. Outside top 25. He's 35th.
With 900.
Is 35th. He's tied with Nussmeier for 35th. Carson Beck's just barely above that 33rd. Guess who? Kind of surprising here. Taylon Green from Arkansas.
Yeah. He's having
91 yards.
Having a great season. Having a great season.
Yeah.
Mike
Robinson, guys, in case y'all haven't watched that Baylor offense, they sling it like 50, 60 times a game.
Yes, they do.
So that's probably why he's leading.
Mike Reese is beating all these guys in yardage, except for
That he is, baby. That he is. In high school, baby.
Another big game. Another big ranked matchup here. Auburn travels to the 12th man and A&M.
Yeah,
how you feeling?
Tough playing. 3:30 game, so that helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But that place will be rocking. That's a tough place to play as well. I'm gonna say Jackson Arnold, 721 yards passing, 69, 101, 5 touchdowns. Looks very improved this season. But this Reed kid,
Marcel Reed,
he's coming out of nowhere.
Well, I love him because of the fact that last year he came in and started at the end of the season, and everybody coming this season is like, he can't throw a football. All he can do is run.
Oh, he's thrown it.
He has.
58-99, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, 869 yards. Moss for them, excellent little running back, 168 yards. But look at Cobb, man. Cobb's a workhorse there for Auburn.
Yeah.
52 carries, 4 touchdowns, 375 yards already.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive run game. I think that might give Elko a little bit of a fit on Texas A&M. Do think it's going to be tough, though, coming off a 7-point loss to Oklahoma. This is a tough stretch for Auburn. They just traveled to Norman. Now they're traveling to Texas A&M. Give me A&M Aggies in this one. Very, very tight game, 24-21.
Yeah, give me A&M in this one as well. I think the defense is going to win the game for him. I think Reed's going to I think this will be the first time we're going to see Reed struggle a little bit in a passing game. Watch out for his feet. Also look for him to throw the ball deep to Craver. Guy's got 443 yards receiving. Reed, though, I think this is the game, though, where we see him use his feet a little bit more instead of throwing it, going back to kind of how he played last year. But I think the A&M defense is going to be a little bit too much for Auburn's offense. So give me A&M 27-24.
That was 3 point higher than me. Okay.
Yep.
24-21, 27-24 there. I like that a lot. LSU.
Yeah.
Number 3 team in the nation. 4-0. Traveling to Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin, also a 3:30 game. Man, y'all better not be doing anything this Saturday. These
don't
are
do
some
things.
games.
Yeah.
13 Ole Miss, 4-0 as well. Both teams 4-0. Chambliss, been a kind of a surprise as well. 719 yards, 42-62, 4 touchdowns. Nussmeier, still excellent numbers here too. 94, 137, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 962 yards passing on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Hess, what is your takes on Ole Miss? Lane Kiffin.
I'm labeling this game coaches who can't win the big game rivalry. Yeah, look at these two coaches. It seems like every year they all get in a big game, and it's like they blow it. And Kiffin does it. Brian
Who's
Kelly's
going to
done
mess
it.
up more? Let me ask that.
I like what Kiffin's doing. This game is in Ole Miss. This game's in Oxford. That is a very tough place to play. That fan base is wild. I mean, Kiffin was playing basketball on the sideline last week, so he's loose as a goose. Brian Kelly
throwing the clipboard up.
Yeah.
Really high. Did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Kelly, hard-nosed, old-school coach. I feel like LSU is going to come into this game and get an early lead, but I just think the offense for Ole Miss is going to be a little bit too much, and I'm going to go with the upset here. Give me Ole Miss by 14.
I'm going to go LSU.
All right.
I think Nussmeier figured it out last week, and I think that defense is very good.
I like it. That's your big games this week, guys. We want to get a couple of those in there. Castle, got any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Yeah, I had a question for you. Virginia Tech Hokies are still looking for a coach. Who is your top pick right now for the Hokies?
Top pick for the Hokies.
Yes, but don't worry about none of the odds or anything like that. Like who is your guy? If you're sitting in that, you're not the athletic director because he don't get to make the call. But if you're on the board and you're looking for your coach, who are you going after?
I got two. I like the Dan Mullen hire if they bring him in because he has that experience at a G5 program or a Power 4 program in the SEC. He's coached. He's been there. I think he can recruit very well. I do worry about Mullen chasing money eventually. But another one, if I go away from head coaching experience and go get a coordinator, which I think most Tech fans are wanting to go a coach with head coaching experience, and I completely understand that. Yeah. I would be looking at Corey Heatherman, defensive coordinator at Miami. Just looking at what he's done this season, Miami's defense is only averaging only giving up 11.5 points per game, 167 yards allowed per game, and only 77 yards rushing. He is also their top recruiter down there. I think it would be hard to get a guy from Miami to go to Tech.
Yeah, that would be tough.
But I think if you're looking on a coordinator side of it, that would be a good one. And just one more name, and I still think it would be a good one for them to hire. And I don't think many Tech fans are high on it. Go get Bob Chesney from JMU.
I like Bob Chesney. That was going to be my take.
Yeah, I like Bob Chesney a lot. He's there. He knows how to recruit Virginia, and he might bring some of the JMU players down with him. But I would go for Dan Mullen and see what you can do there. And then I would really – but, I mean –
Mullen's in a two-year contract, right?
Yeah, but the buyout's nothing major.
I know, that's what I was thinking. And UNLV's done said pretty much they can't pay him.
Yeah. So –
that'd be a good pick. Dan Mullen's proven he can still coach.
Mm-hmm. And I think
he just can't coach at Florida, which some people can't.
What we've talked about, though, with Tech is where's the offense? We know Dan Mullen can make an offense work. And I think –
look what he did with Mississippi State.
Yeah. And he goes and brings in some defensive coaches, a good defensive coordinator. You get that offense clicking in Blacksburg. In that environment, it could be a quick turnaround.
I'm going to say something on the John Gruden. I think it would be a great PR hire. I think you would definitely get some recruits and a lot of, Colorado style when Deion Sanders took over. I think it would be a lot of that, just the publicity and around. But the game's changed a lot. The game has changed with the transfer portal and NIL. It has changed tremendously. So I would go after, like I said, Dan Mullen would be excellent. I really do think he would do well at Tech.
Long shot hire. If all else fails, I go get Jimbo Fisher.
You wouldn't have to pay him nothing. He's still getting paid $80 million or whatever from
A&M.
So,
but to piggyback on your John Gruden there, if you're a Hokie fan and you're worshiping the Hokie college football gods,
great PR hire. I really
look at Bill Belichick at UNC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The game's changed. Look at what's his face, Mike Gundy, Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
they're terrible.
Bad.
Look at Dabo. Dabo struggled.
Yeah,
game has changed.
You need to get somebody who's coaching in this type of football.
I'm still high on Alex Golesh. I'll say that too. Be a great
with
yes.
With Golesh. He's too young for a big time program, and I still want to see. I want to see.
Yeah, he was one of the best recruiters Tennessee had.
He was, but he
Doing
hasn't.
at USF.
He hasn't done that recruiting at USF. They have averaged either anywhere from 70th
He can coach.
70th to 90th. He has killed the transfer portal by also bringing in players that he recruited at Tennessee. That's one thing that's helped him there. With Golish, I do think he's a great coach, but I also look at Golish as a good head coach where he's at. You put him at a bigger tier program, I don't know if he's head coach material yet.
You say the same thing about JMU.
You could, but the Bob Chesney hire brings in somebody who knows how to recruit the state of Virginia, and he could very well bring the JMU players that Tech missed out on, bring them down there, and he knows how to win the state.
I'll say this: I will think Tech is going to take a swing at somebody big because they're tired of losing.
They are.
It should be.
I like Golish. Don't get me wrong. I do like Golish. I just don't. I think where he's
hater.
Well, you wouldn't like him if he wasn't involved. If he was Alabama offensive coordinator, you wouldn't be speaking about
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. I'm not biased, though. Just want to specify.
Yeah, but I just think Golish needs – he's still super young. Give him 3-4 more years down there and continue to do – but, I mean, he's won some big games, but he's also not done nothing. Had a big moment yet other than the Florida.
Beating Florida's pretty big. That's a pretty big moment.
Was it?
At Swamp, yeah.
Was it? I mean, just because Heupel can't do it doesn't mean that it's a big thing.
Here we go. Got to close it off on the Tennessee, don't you?
No. My final thought to close it out. I want to shout out Khalil Ellis, freshman backup center for Auburn. He is the youngest player in FBS history. He turned 17 on April 29th. He was actually signed and committed to Auburn at 16 years of age. Jeez. This kid is played in the game this weekend. He had to come in for a couple of snaps. 17 years old, playing center.
17 years old playing that.
Yeah, so a big shout out to him.
Wow.
See if I got anything else here.
That's a fun fact. Huh.
Yeah, I like that one.
Is that the youngest ever?
Yeah, youngest ever.
Youngest ever.
There's also a 51-year-old playing Division II.
51?
Yeah, there's a 51-year-old playing Division.
So we can pad up, switch saying. We can go back out.
Yeah, we all still have 4 years of eligibility.
Yeah.
Just got to make it.
Make it. Team 51, man. It must be an athlete. God must be an athlete.
Yeah.
Is it David Goggins out there? My gosh, what's going on?
Golly. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I hope y'all love the high school football. We're going to keep it going. We do appreciate everything. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great week. First day of fall tomorrow, Monday morning, first day of fall. Be ready for that. Y'all have a great week, though. Be safe out there.
Tune in this Friday, guys.
We'll see you all on the flip side. The flippity flip.
Flippity flip flop.
The flippity flop.